Hey Dovahcans, back for another video. This is gonna be about, I've been getting some comments about this, asking me what the inside of Withered Bonnie's head looks like, and how I can see out of him. And as well, I'm gonna be talking about eyes in general for costumes, and what kind of material I use for my eyes that I use for the costumes. So we're going to start on Bonnie first. And as you can see, you can probably tell where you can see out of him. I see out of here below his actual eyes. And here's the inside. Kind of hard. It gets dark so quick here now. Once it turns 5 o'clock, it starts getting dark. So I'm going to try and do my best in showing this, if that works. But you can see, because when I held it like this, you can be able to see in it. But you see that wire in there? That is for his LED eyes, and the box is right here, to where when I flip them on, his eyes will turn on. And the box is held in with Velcro, so that way I can take it out and change the batteries. Oh shit. The Velcro came off. I'm gonna have to hot glue that back in. So I'm gonna have to hold that. But if you could, but as you see, if I can try and get the light in. Okay, I think that'll work. If you see in there, where this is, here, and apart from here, that's where I can see out of. The middle part I can't, because of this being in the middle, but this is here where I see out of. This piece of screen here, below his actual eyes. I'm gonna set him down right here, because I'm gonna have to fix that box. I can't have that going all around and hitting everywhere. I don't want to break it. There's my Misty. Misty. Probably here. Making herself known. Yeah. But now I'm going to talk about Misty. Hush. Now I'm going to talk about the eyes inside of Chica. Misty. But I'm going to talk about the eyes of Chica, since they're a lot different between Withered Bonnie's. Now, of course, I see how the actual eyes, and there's the inside. That's a bit easier to see. This piece of foam here, that's just to help pull my head down a bit more, because I wasn't able, because my eyes are right up in here, right at the top here where I couldn't hardly see, so I had to put a bit of foam up here to push my head downward a little bit more, that way I can see out of the actual eyes. And the eyes, I do have the stuff here I'm going to show you, but of course that's where my nose is in the head, and there's where I breathe out of from the mouth. That way I don't suffocate. So yeah, there's classic Chica. Now, both of these I do different material for the eyes. Now, this is the stuff I use. This stuff I used for Bonnie, this stuff I used for Chica. I'm going to talk about this one first. This is screen. What? Come here. There she is. What's that? Oh my gosh. But anyways, this is the screen I used for Withered Bonnie's eyes, and being screen, this is what is used for screen doors. My grandmother's got a whole roll of it at her place, so this is where I get my screen from. And what I do is, I'm going to use Chica as an example. Yeah. So what I do, a little piece like this right here, you can probably see, like that right here. What I'll do is I'll line this up on the eye, And then I'll cut around here, giving it some room, and trim it into a circle. Cut that out. Misty! I'll cut that out. And then what I'll do is I'll layer it 3 times. I'll layer it 3 times. And then I'll hot glue it all around the edges. You don't want to go right in the middle, or the hot glue is going to be like right there in your eye. You're not going to be able to see. So do it around the edge of it, so that way you're able to see through the middle. 4 layers of the screen for the black eyes, like I use for Bonnie, or like my other Foxy, my old Foxy. Hey! Quit scratching at my chair! Now, moving on to the eyes that I used for Chica, and also my new Foxy. Now, you can see this is the same kind of fabric that I used for her. And what I did is basically the same thing, but I only cut the square out and rounded it, and I only used 1. And then what I did is I used acrylic paint and painted on the color, or basically the eye of it. And then next, I rounded that out, made sure it fit inside of the eye. And then I took a strip of black felt and hot glued it around the edge, so that way it isn't all jagged, since it's got little holes, so it's going to leave a jagged edge around when you're trimming to make it round to fit inside the eye socket of the head. So the felt gives like a real more smooth look. And once you do that, and this is for like the screen as well, you do it with this and the screen. And once you do that, what you'll do is you'll place it like right in the middle of the eye itself of the head, and then you'll take your hot glue and then hot glue around the edges. I think you'll be able to, I don't know if you'll be able to see that like I did with Chica, but basically around the edges of hot glue, not a lot, because if you do, you're gonna make hot glue like ooze out of the eye, and you won't be able, and you'll be able to see it, so you'll have to scrape and cut that off. But that's what I do for my eyes. And this right here, to make the white part, that is craft foam. You can do that as well. Basically same thing like as you do for the screen. Take a piece of the white craft foam, line it up around the eye itself, and cut out the middle of the eye, which can be tricky to do. I suggest using like real tiny little scissors. I have some over here. Too far, I don't want to get them. You go out of range. So that's what I did. You can kind of see where it's kind of a little jagged, but it's still smooth as possible. So that's what I recommend using, is really tiny, small, point-ended scissors. Like kind of, I think that's like sewing scissors, you could say, for that, to give it that effect. I think you can kind of see how the eye looks here. See that little glob right there? That's a little bit glue, but it's all hot glued around. But that's how I make the eyes for all my suits. For every single one of them, besides Bonnie's, since his is different, I had to use a real wide range, big layer of screen for him just to place there on that part of his head. So I think that is all that I need to tell you on how to make the eyes. I might do a tutorial on how I make them, just for like the hell of it and for fun, maybe with the screen, because most of the time that's what people use the most, is a black color for them. So yeah, maybe that'll be for our next video. And while I was going through my videos and looking at comments, seeing what I got mostly asked about, I went to the one of my do's and don'ts for skulls, and the comments were turned off. And I want to let you guys know I did not do that. It was YouTube who did that. And when I clicked to learn more on why they did it, it was because of the safety of minors. Which makes no sense, because I need to watch that video again on why they did it, unless I got a lot of comments on there, because I know people go back and watch stuff on channels like old videos. I don't know for the minors part, I don't understand, because it's for everybody, to watch, for young viewers and 18 plus viewers. But for the whole thing with YouTube right now going through with the COPA Act and having to mark your videos if they're for kids or not, which is starting next year. I don't know how that's going to play out with future videos with me, because I don't know what to think about it. I've seen a lot of YouTubers react to it, but anyway, that is the inside of Bonnie's head and how my eyes are made and the fabric I use. Oh, screen you can literally get at Walmart, or you can get at Menards, and they come in rolls. This stuff you can find at Hobby Lobby for like in the quilting area, like for knitting or quilting, you know what I mean. That's where you can find it. And these also come in all kinds of colors. I've seen them in purple, blue, green, red, even black. So you don't have to worry about painting them, like painting the eye. So you can just get it colored, and all you have to add is like the pupil and the craft foam for the white if you want to. So these don't cost that much. The screen might cost a bit more because it's in a roll, kind of like my foam is. I'm not sure how pricey that is, because I get mine for free at my grandmother's. She has a whole roll that she uses. This is like only a few cents, maybe 57 cents. Not exactly sure, but that's where you can find them. Screen at Menards and Walmart. The white you can get at Hobby Lobby. So, hope this helped. If you have any questions, leave in the comments. I'll answer them best I can. And I will see you guys next time.